Today I'm going to be doing a video on binge eating. You're going to learn from this video is why we do it, how it affects your diet, and how to stop doing it with solutions. Subscribe to my channel for health and fitness videos, and let's just jump right into it. So why do we do it? There are tons of different reasons, and I'm just going to list a few of the main reasons why I do it and why a lot of people will do it. So first one is stress. Obviously, when you're stressed out, you want to have a release and just instantly mask your stress. So like me, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 little kids. They can just be going crazy in the house all day, crying, fighting, and it stresses me out. So I just want to go to the cabinet, grab some chips, and just eat the whole bag, and it makes me feel good, you know? Just like if you're stressed out at work or something and you want to just come home and just eat an entire pizza because it makes you feel better. So stress is like a huge reason why we do it. Another reason is boredom. Like if you're definitely during the quarantine right now, you're at home and you're sitting at home, and if you're just sitting around all day bored, you just want to eat. I always find myself like walking into the kitchen, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, going to the kitchen and just bored, so you look in the fridge and just try to find something to eat, and you're just eating for no reason. So that's another big one, is boredom. Another one is depression or sad or something, and that's the only way you can like deal with your feelings. So that's a big one for a lot of people, being depressed and using that as like an escape from your reality and just being sad, and that's the only thing that makes you feel good. So that can really be a huge one if you have depression. And another one is self-sabotage. That's like a whole nother story, a whole nother video, but basically your subconscious mind automatically tries to copy and mimic like what the majority of people in your life and people around you are doing for safety reasons. Like back in the old days, you had to survive in a group, you had to be like your group, and if you weren't like them, then they would kind of cast you out. And so your subconscious mind, like, it takes everything in. So if you're around people who are unhealthy, who are overweight, you know, and at least in America where I live, a lot of the majority of people not healthy and overweight. So I kind of struggle with that too sometimes. If I really think about it, like I find myself questioning, like, why am I eating this whole thing of freaking like ice cream or whatever? Like I don't know why I'm doing it, and it's like subconsciously I don't want to be better than everyone else. So it seems kind of weird, but it's really true, and there's a lot of stuff you can look onto it for your subconscious mind. So it's worth looking into. I'm trying to think of what's going on in your life when you are running to the fridge, running to the freezer, and just eating a whole thing of ice cream, eating chips and candy bars. Are you stressed out from work? Did you have a bad day? Are you worried about your job security like a lot of people are right now with the quarantine? Or try and figure out what's going on and kind of bring it to your mind. And that's like the first step in trying to figure out how to kind of stop doing what you're doing. So bring it to the light and just kind of try and figure out why you're doing it. So now we're going to talk about how it affects your diet. Here's an example of how it can affect your diet. Like obviously if you're binge eating, you are going to be gaining weight, because it's not like you're going to be binge eating kale, you know? So let's say you had a very stressful day at work. It was just horrible, and you're like mad the whole way home. You're stressed out about a deadline or what's gonna happen tomorrow, so you just can't even deal with anything. You come home and you grab a tub of ice cream and you eat the whole entire thing. I'm gonna break that down into the macros and calories to show you guys like how bad that actually is for your diet, for your day. I have my computer right here, like with my notes. So I took an example, like a Toll House cookie dough ice cream, a 48 ounce, like, you know, just a regular tub of ice cream. So there's 210 calories per serving. There's 9 servings in the whole tub. So there's 1,890 calories in the whole tub of ice cream. After you have eaten all your food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, coffees, whatever, then you come home and you eat a whole tub of ice cream. So that's like basically 1,900 calories that you just ate on top of that. So someone who's my size, I know I'm really short and small, but my size, I need about 1,700 calories just to maintain my weight for the whole day. So depending on what your caloric needs for the day, if I came home and ate that whole tub of ice cream, that's literally more than my whole calories for the whole day. So that's like eating for 2 days in one day for me. So can you see how bad that would affect your diet? And you don't think about it when you're eating it because you're just focused on eating it. It's so good. You just want to not think about anything else. And that's what it's doing to your body. So if you are like struggling and doing binge eating and you're wondering why you're gaining weight or not losing weight, then that's a huge thing. And you don't think it adds up, but look at the calories to a whole bag of chips, like a big Lay's or whatever. There's a lot. I don't have them down, but there's a lot. And so in the whole tub of ice cream, for my same example, there's 38 grams of sugar per serving. So per serving. So if you were to eat the whole thing, that's 342 grams of sugar that you just ate. That's really, really bad. That's a lot of sugar to be eating. That's like drinking 6.5 bottles of Coke. Like you wouldn't just sit down and drink 6 bottles of Coke. Like you would, your sugar, your caffeine out the roof. So you have to think about like the repercussions from doing stuff like that. And I know we all do it, and I do it too sometimes, but you have to like be aware of what you're doing, and it kind of helps so you don't do it as much. Now that you know why we do it, some examples on how it can affect your diet, let's figure out the solutions on how to stop doing it. And these are just some tips that I do and I've heard of that help, so we'll get into those. So the first one, obviously, and I've been doing these first two a lot, is when you're having a craving, like, ooh, I just want those Lay's. I got these like dill pickle Lay's the other day and they were so good, and I'm just sitting there watching TV and just eating the whole bag. So before you reach for those chips, you need to sit and ask yourself, hey, am I hungry, or am I just bored or stressed, or I just need an escape? And like once you think about it, like, oh, well, I mean, I'm not really hungry, I just like kind of want some chips, then you don't need to eat them, you know. Or you can do different portion sizes, which I'm going to get into next. But the second tip is when you're having a craving, go and get a large glass, fill it up with water, and drink the whole thing and wait like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And a lot of the time when you're having those cravings and you think you're hungry, you're actually just thirsty. Everyone drinks sodas, teas, like Snapples, Gatorade, whatever. Like your body needs water. So next time you're having a craving, go drink a big glass of water and your craving will probably go away unless you're actually hungry. And then you'll know, okay, I'm hungry, I need to go eat. Like I'm gonna have some chicken or some veggies or whatever. Or some fruit if you're having a sweet tooth, you know? Try those first two, those are really huge for me and they've been really helping me. And another thing, going through the grocery store, you're like, okay, I have my list, I'm gonna stick to it, and then you go down the wrong aisle and you see the cookies and, oh, you know, like I've been really good, I kind of just want a cookie, I deserve it, you know? No. Don't even go to the store. Just order your food online. Most of the stores do it, like Smith's, Walmart, wherever you go. Order the groceries, you can stick to your budget, and you won't be tempted by all those pretty yummy pictures and packages of chips and cakes, and the bakery aisle, like don't even get me started. You won't see them, so you won't buy them. So that's my huge tip. Start doing that. And then obviously the next thing is to not buy unhealthy stuff. I know it's really hard because when you see it, you just want it so bad. Like when you're really craving candy or something, or chocolate, like you want it. Don't even buy it. The next thing is start buying more healthy snacks. So they have things like in most stores now where it's like kind of a chip alternative. Like there's kale chips or chickpea puffs or just tons of like veggie straws. There's tons of different kinds. Get some nuts, get some fruit. Like if you're really craving sweets, then get some berries, and those are really good. Even getting some berries and a little bit of like a coconut whipped cream, it's a lot better than going and getting ice cream and stuff. So another thing is, now that you have your healthy snacks, it can be really easy to grab that big box of yummy strawberries and eat the whole thing. Don't do that, because that's kind of like ruining everything. Even though it's healthier, you're still like binging into that food. So what you can do is wash everything and just get some little baggies or containers and just portion everything out. So when you go and you're hungry, just grab a snack bag and eat it. So that kind of helps to kind of modify how much you are going to actually eat in one sitting. So the last tip is manage your stress. So like I said, I think that stress, honestly, and anxiety and depression and stuff is probably the #1 reason why we do it, along with self-sabotage. So you don't resort to binge eating, because that's like when it happens most. So managing stress is going to be your #1 goal to kind of stopping yourself from doing this. So start to meditate. Exercise, obviously, is like the best, sorry, my kids are screaming, way to reduce stress. Just go for a workout, go for a walk outside. That can really help you to clear your mind so you don't have all those negative thoughts in your head. Go to sleep early, because I always stay up late and I notice I'm like cranky in the morning and I start my day off bad. So try to go to sleep earlier, like at least 30 minutes earlier. Get some rest so you can have a fresh start for the day and not have as much of a stressful day running late. And then just try to see how it negatively affects you and your body, like your mental and your physical health. Because if you're binge eating every day, you're gaining weight and you're feeling bad about yourself. You're feeling guilty, and the whole cycle just over and over and over is not good. So try to be easy on yourself. If you do have a binge or whatever, just don't judge yourself. I always do, and I'm trying to like stop myself, because stuff happens and you're gonna do it sometimes, but just move on from that and keep trying in the future to have some self-control, because that's like super important for your health and your mental being. No one's perfect and we all make mistakes, and the best thing you can do is just try to stay on top of it and practice these things in your life so you can have success for losing weight or maintaining the body that you have and you want, and to have a good, clear mental health, and you feel good about yourself and you feel good about the way you look, and it's just all over like a good thing. So that's my video. It's kind of a different video than I've usually done, but I think it's really important, because people who are trying to get into shape, like they struggle, a lot of people struggle with this, and I know I do a lot, so like you're not alone. But I hope this video helps you, and if you like my video, just give me a little like. Let me know if you like my video, if you struggle with this too. So thanks for coming to my channel. I hope you like my video, and I hope it helped you in some way. I will see you guys next week with another video. Oh my gosh, my boob. I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye.